No one wanted the exaggerated version of Charlie to outlive the real man himself, because the real Charlie Kirk, the person behind the caricature, mattered far more. The cartoonish image painted by the media showed him as a young, sharp debater who built his fame by sparring with college students. But that's not the full picture. Now, with what's been revealed about Lance Twiggs and the sudden appearance of this indictment, it's clear there's more beneath the surface. Much more. I'll give you my honest take. Something deeper is happening here, something that's been hidden in plain sight, and at the heart of it all stands someone no one expected. Charlie Kirk's wife. The woman many thought would crumble in sorrow instead became the center of the storm. She wasn't just the grieving widow, she was suddenly the missing link in a story that began to twist in shocking directions. The moment whispers turned into rumors, the internet exploded. Comments, theories, endless debates. Then came Candace Owens. She didn't just comment, she ignited it. Her words weren't mere opinions, they were fuel. With every sentence, she fanned the flames, forcing everyone to watch, to question, to wonder. And just like that, the story shifted. It was no longer about what happened to Charlie Kirk, but who had been standing beside him all along. Was betrayal right there, smiling beside him, unnoticed until it was too late? But before we step into the eye of the Candace Owens storm, we have to rewind to that night. The night Charlie Kirk disappeared from the spotlight. Because what happened then wasn't random, and it wasn't chaos. It felt deliberate, calculated. Every sign, every silence, every clue, all of it points back to the very people he trusted most. Let's go back to that fateful day. Utah Valley University, September 10th, 2025. Charlie Kirk's in his element, mid-debate, shredding a student on mass shootings with that razor-sharp wit. The crowd's wild, red hats, American flags, TikTok and X exploding with clips. Security's thin, 6 campus cops, a few plainclothes, Charlie's small private detail, no drones, no rooftop sweeps, just an open stage under a clear sky. At 12:23, a .30-06 bullet rips through Charlie's neck from 142 yards away, fired from the McKay Center's rooftop. A perfect, unguarded vantage point. He collapses mid-sentence, blood pooling. Security drags him off as the crowd scatters. Some dive for cover, thinking fireworks. Others bolt, filming the chaos. Phones drop, screams echo, and X lights up with raw footage. Blood, panic, history unfolding live. By 12:47, Charlie's pronounced dead at Timpanogos Regional Hospital. America's heart stops. The suspect, Tyler Robinson, 22, from St. George, Utah. A Utah State dropout, now an electrical apprentice. 33 hours later, he surrenders in Provo after his parents, tipped by a cousin, urge him to turn himself in. The evidence seems airtight. A Mauser 98 rifle, his grandpa's, scope-mounted, found wrapped in a towel in woods near campus. DNA on the trigger matches Tyler. Casings are etched with gaming memes. He texted a friend, "Big meme, big shot." A note to his roommate before the shooting, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm taking it." Post-shot text to his partner, "I was done with his hatred." Planned it for a week, his Discord rants show a kid radicalized by anti-Kirk venom, furious over Charlie's LGBTQ+ stance. The FBI's clear, lone wolf, no accomplices, fueled by Reddit and TikTok. By September 16th, Tyler's hit with 7 felonies, aggravated murder, death penalty eligible, plus firearm and obstruction charges, and a count for violence near kids, since Charlie's 2 children were backstage. But hold up, this is where the story twists. Tyler knew too much. Charlie's exact schedule, the venue's layout, even the private exit route Charlie planned to take. Prosecutors wave it off, TPUSA's tour site and X posts were public, but a private exit in a tweet? Come on. Then there's Tyler's vibe in the footage. No panic, no rush, just icy precision. He scales the roof, fires, leaps down and vanishes into the woods like a ghost. X digs up a blurry clip. Tyler, rifle slung, moving like a shadow. Candace Owens, Charlie's old ally, lights the match on her podcast. No 22-year-old with zero training pulls this off solo. This is a spy flick, not a crime scene. She's got a point. Why no drones? Why no rooftop guards? UVU's police chief Jeff Long admits, "We dropped the ball." And the bullet? No exit wound despite a high-caliber round. Experts say it's possible. Bullets can tumble inside, but a sealed autopsy screams cover-up to half the internet. The indictment drops fast, September 16, 6 days later, like they're racing to close the book. 7 counts, a mountain of evidence, texts, DNA, ballistics, confessions. Prosecutors push for death row, painting Tyler as a radicalized loner who snapped. His mom says he'd been spiraling, obsessed with Charlie as a hate spreader. The rifle's legit, family-owned. The FBI shuts down a $100,000 reward after his texts surface. Governor Spencer Cox calls it a radical left hit, but the cracks are glaring. Witnesses describe an AR-style rifle, not a clunky Mauser. Evidence photos? Blurry or damaged in transport, per a leaked police memo. No campus CCTV shows Tyler on the roof. Just a blind spot, says the FBI. Candace calls it a blackout. And Tyler? He's vanished from the news. No interviews, no leaks, just a preliminary hearing set for October 30th. His defense team, citing substantial discovery, hints at bombshells but stays quiet. Candace screams, "This kid's a pawn." The real players are still out there. Now let's talk about Erika Kirk, Charlie's widow, now TPUSA's CEO. Hours after his death, she's at the hospital, kids in tow, facing cameras. Her voice is steady. Charlie fought for the gospel, then met his savior. At the Kennedy Center vigil, she's poised, chin up, thanking first responders, vowing to carry Charlie's mission. Her kids cling to her, a picture of strength. But something's off. No tears, no tremble, just polished calm. You called it pain dressed in pearls, and X agrees. Too composed, too perfect. Her social media, once a scrapbook of family dinners and date nights, went silent before the shooting. After his death, her first post hits like a sledgehammer. You have no idea what fire you've ignited in this woman. Courage or a warning? It's shared 1.2 million times, sparking hashtags, hashtag Erika knows, hashtag Kirk cover-up. Neighbors in Arizona spill secrets. Late-night fights with Charlie shouting over money, maybe millions in TPUSA funds. Family fractures grow. Charlie's parents, per sources, cut Erika off, questioning her scripted grief. Her allies, friends, some TPUSA staff, say she's shielding her kids from the media storm. But her silence about Charlie as a husband, no personal stories, no quirky memories, feels hollow. At State Farm Stadium's memorial, she praises Charlie's love for Trump, J.D. Vance, America, but skips their life together. X erupts. She's reading lines, not grieving. Then comes Candace Owens, a hurricane in human form. Once TPUSA's urban engagement director, sidelined in 2020 for being too extreme, she's now a podcast queen. Her show hitting Spotify's number 2, just below Charlie's old slot. She doesn't just mourn, she wages war. Through tears, she rejects the cartoon Charlie, the cocky debater who owns college kids. Charlie was warm, funny, real, she says, posting a collage of their years, laughing at rallies, plotting late nights. It's raw, unfiltered, and explodes with 3 million views, birthing hashtag Real Charlie Kirk. Fans weep, haters pause, but Candace isn't here for tributes, she's hunting. On Instagram Live, voice breaking, she tears the official story apart. This wasn't a lone kid. Someone fed Tyler that route. Someone knew the blind spots. She slams the FBI's quick close, the lost evidence, the missing CCTV. Then the bombshell. Charlie was betrayed by the person lying next to him. No name, but the internet screams Erika. Hashtags explode, hashtag Erika betrayal, hashtag Candace truth. A TikTok edit, Candace's words over Erika's vigil speech, hits 5 million plays. Her pain is her power. I won't let Charlie's real self be buried by a lie. Candace names names. Billionaire Bill Ackman, she claims, pressured Charlie in a Hamptons meeting to soften his Israel stance. Ackman fires back on X, posting friendly texts with Charlie. No threats, just banter. Netanyahu, dragged into rumors, denies involvement twice, each denial fueling Candace's base. Denials mean guilt. She tracks Tyler's ex, Lance Twiggs, a trans man who told cops Tyler was obsessed with Charlie but offers no conspiracy ties. Candace isn't convinced. Why's Twiggs quiet? Why's Tyler off the radar? Snubbed from the September 20th memorial, where Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, and Vivek Ramaswamy spoke. She watches on TV, fuming. TPUSA insiders whisper she and Charlie drifted years ago, her views too wild. Pastor Rob McCoy defends Erika. Charlie wouldn't want this fight. Laura Loomer calls Candace demented. But Candace doubles down. Doubt anyone telling you to stop questioning. The conservative movement's cracking like ice. The State Farm Stadium memorial, meant to unite, turns into a circus. Carlson's speech, calling Charlie a divine warrior, ends with a cryptic jab. Some truths die with the man. The crowd hushes, half in awe, half uneasy. X dubs it Kirk cosplay, a race for his crown. TPUSA's Andrew Colvett calls it a leadership vacuum. Factions form, Erika's steady-hand loyalists versus Candace's truth-seekers. The Kirk family splinters. Charlie's parents skip Erika's events. Her in-laws question her finances. Candace hints at millions missing from TPUSA, though no proof surfaces. Glenn Beck pleads for unity, but small podcasters echo Candace, chasing clout. Joe Rogan, usually chill, stirs the pot. How's a kid with no training pull this off in daylight? Nobody saw him? His question sends X into a frenzy. #Utah. Cover-up trends for days. Let's talk about the real Charlie Kirk, not the caricature, not the brash debater who built TPUSA at 18, skipping college to fight woke campuses. Candace's fight is to save the man she knew. Ambitious but warm, loyal but funny, the guy who lit up rooms off stage. Her collage, Charlie laughing, strategizing, hits like a gut punch. Ex-users share stories. Charlie mentoring kids, joking at rallies, praying with fans. That's the Charlie they want erased, Candace says, tears falling. Erika's tributes, by contrast, are cold. She talks mission, Trump, America, but skips the personal. No late-night talks, no quirky habits. A viral X post nails it. Candace gave us Charlie the man. Erika gave us Charlie the brand the splits stark. Elegance versus rage, restraint versus rebellion. By October 14, 2025, this isn't about a lone gunman, it's a war for truth. Candace's movement, fueled by X, TikTok, and her podcast, demands answers. Who gave Tyler the root? Why the security lapses? Why's Erika so calm? Her latest live stream, slamming her hand on the table, goes viral. The conclusion was pre-planned. She calls Tyler a pawn, the evidence too neat. The FBI's silence on CCTV gaps and the sealed autopsy amps her up. Even skeptics nod. Something's wrong. Erika doubles down. At a TPUSA gala, she pledges to honor Charlie's vision, kids by her side. Cameras zoom on her hands. Steady, no shake. A viral post calls it rehearsed. Her tweet, "The fire in me burns brighter," feels like a taunt. Family tensions leak. Charlie's parents ghost her. Her in-laws whisper about money. Candace pounces, hinting at TPUSA's shady books. No evidence yet, but the internet's a tinderbox. So, what's the truth? That's the question tearing us apart. The official story, Tyler, a radicalized loner, holds up. Texts, DNA, ballistics, motives, they align. But the holes, security failures, missing footage, Erika's silence, breed doubt. Was Charlie targeted by dark forces? Candace's Ackman theory lacks receipts. His texts with Charlie are friendly. The Israel angle? Charlie softened his stance in 2024, but nothing ties it to his death. Erika as the mastermind? No charges, just rumors and family strife. Tyler as a pawn? His texts show planning, but the precision nags. The real truth might be uglier. Charlie's death exposed a movement held together by his charisma. Without him, it's a power grab. Erika's holding the reins, Candace's burning the stage. The base, already paranoid, sees some plots in every shadow. X and TikTok turn grief into a circus. Everyone's a detective, nobody's got the full picture. This isn't over. The prelim hearings October 30th. Candace won't stop, Erika won't crack, TPUSA's wobbling, the Kirk family's breaking, and America's watching a movement implode. Is Candace unearthing a buried truth, or is her rage blurring the facts? Is Erika's calm a mask or a mother's shield? Was Tyler a lone wolf or a piece in a bigger game? You tell me. Drop your thoughts in the comments. #JusticeForCharlie. Is this a staged power play or a deeper secret? Like, subscribe, share, because this storm's just getting started. Charlie Kirk's legacy isn't set, and the truth, it's out there waiting. Stay curious, stay loud, and we'll catch you in the next twist. This isn't the end. It's the first rumble of a reckoning. Rumble of a reckoning. Rumble of a reckoning.